15 minutes of cut content found in Fallout 3. Wanamingos, mutant creatures that only appear in Fallout 2, were at one point considered for Fallout 3. Although a lot more different looking, these abominations would have still had a very strange design to them, with no arms and a huge mouth. 3 types of floaters were also considered, unique species of flatworm mutated by the forced evolutionary virus from Fallout 1 and 2. The 3 variants planned for Fallout 3 would have been the Needletooth floater, resembling a spider with a human head, the Manowar tendril floater, possessing an eye in place of regular floater's mouth, and the Lamprey floater, with a huge mouth full of sharp teeth and an eye above it. At the 5 Axles rest stop location, in one of the trucks, a short holotape named Partial CB Radio Backup can be found, with only the first part of the recording actually playing.
Come again. Any truckers on this wave?
For whatever reason, the rest of the audio is cut off, and can only be found in the game's data files. This is the full version.
Come again. Any truckers on this wave?
I'll read you, buddy. Y'all see those clouds? Over.
10-4, it's the commies. Let's circle the wagons. Meet us at the state line on Route 7.
You got a deal. I'll pass the word along on my way. Over and out.
An interesting detail to add is that the Boston accented trucker is voiced by the game's lead designer, Emil Pagliarulo, who grew up in Boston. The Kryolator was once planned to appear in the Capital Wasteland. Its appearance would have resembled that of a homemade weapon. 2 junk items that the Kryolator would have consisted of can also be found in the GEC, like the coolant component, which would have formed the midsection of the weapon, and a liquid nitrogen canister, which would have provided ammunition. When assembled, the weapon would deal frost damage and freeze enemies in place. In the small settlement of Big Town, you can encounter a problematic self-involved girl named Bittercup. If you talk to her, she will reveal that she's been romantically involved with most of the male characters in the town, and will ask if you're seeing anyone.
You're not, seeing anyone right now, are you?
Regardless of your answer, she will become your girlfriend. Afterwards, if you leave the area and continue to explore the Capital Wasteland without going back to see her, it was once intended for Bittercup to send out a letter to you, asking you to come back to her. It would have read, "Love, when are you coming back to Big Town? I miss you so much. I have some presents for you, and I hope you come back soon to get them. I'll save whatever I find that you can use to give to you when you come back. Miss you, XOXO Bittercup." In a cut location named Chesterbrook that would have appeared around the DC area, a cut Brotherhood of Steel Paladin named Northup, part of Paladin Bishop's strike team, was meant to appear there fighting a losing battle against a group of super mutants. Talking to him, you would have been able to assist and find out what they were doing there.
Why are you still here? I said, go! We will not give up this position, and the mutants show no sign of slowing down. The best thing you can do is eliminate any mutants you find. I have no reward to offer you but my thanks.
Sadly, this whole encounter was permanently cut from the game, with only unused NPCs and voice lines remaining.
We were looking for Fat Man ammo. One of the scribes found a reference to a storage box and some old documents. We found the box all right, and the key. But then the mutants showed up. If I didn't know better, I'd swear that this was a trap.
The Mason Jar Mine is a cut weapon found in Fallout 3's concept art. It would have consisted of a combination of nails, an empty jar, a stick of dynamite, and a lit cigarette. The cigarette would have burnt down and ignited the fuse on the dynamite, sending the nails in the jar flying. Because cigarettes are not proximity activated, the Mason Jar would have functioned more like a time bomb than a traditional mine. A cut Molotov cocktail was also once meant to appear, only a model for it still exists, found in Fallout 3's projectile meshes. It would have been ignited by a flip lighter that also got cut and later reused in Fallout New Vegas. In the pre-war compound of Virtual Strategic Solutions, occupied by Brotherhood outcasts, a dead Gary clone can be found in one of the locked rooms. Apparently, this unfortunate clone was taken by the outcasts because of his Pit-Boy, and due to having been a product of a failed cloning experiment, was unable to understand what they wanted from him. The outcasts then proceeded to remove the Pit-Boy by force, which led to Gary's eventual death. This whole horrific scene can be heard in a cut holotape called Interrogation Log.
Gary?
Listen, son, I know we were always rough. I'm sorry. I really am.
Gary? Gary?
Right. You can drop the act now. I'm not here to hurt you.
Gary?
Look, just remove the pit boy, and we can part ways.
Gary! Gary!
You know what? Hand me that saw, and turn off the recorder.
Stacey is a cut character that was once planned to appear in Little Lamplight wearing a junior officer's outfit with a baseball cap. She would have been responsible for guarding the front gate after you speak to McCready and gain access to the settlement.
I've heard of you. You're one of the good guys.
The player could have asked her a bunch of questions, like if she's the only one guarding the front gate and what happened to her friend Caps.
Now I am, yeah. But I'm a good guard, and no one's getting by me now. We usually use crawl spaces so mungos can't follow. This gate doesn't get used much, except letting in big cargo or mungos. Both are rare. We used to have 2 guards here, but we can make do with 1, as long as I'm vigilant. We don't have much choice. There used to be another guard. She was named Caps. She used to take care of me. She liked my company guarding. She liked it when I used to tell jokes. Then some raiders attacked, and I was the only guard left. Except, I was supposed to be on guard when they attacked. I should have been here to help Caps. It really is my fault she died. Now I'm the only front gate guard, so it's my responsibility to make up for that.
She also would have had some dialogue lines about Vault 87.
We don't go there. It's bad back there. Ask the mayor if you really want to know. You can only get there through Murder Pass, and we keep guards there to keep the little kids out. But if you want to have a look, it's north of the souvenir shop.
Zip, the little lamplighter wearing the kid's cave rat outfit, has an addiction to Nuka Cola and will trade you random items for it.
I'll trade you whatever I got for more Nuka Cola anytime. Nuka for zip, Nuka for zip.
At one point, it was also planned for him to give you a cut note titled Nuka for Zip that reads, "Don't forget, I'll trade you whatever I've got for more Nuka Cola, Nuka for Zip, Nuka for Zip." And Knock Knock, another lamplighter, would have given you a note titled Tales of the Wastes as a reminder to come back and tell her about the rest of your adventures. Your stories are pretty popular around town. I'm always looking forward to hearing more of them. Knock Knock. A raider named Madam was originally planned to operate a brothel in the Evergreen Mills Bazaar, charging Caps or Chems in return for her girls' services. Smiling Jack, the non-hostile merchant found in the bazaar, would have acted as security for her. There's also a blocked out area where presumably Madam would have had her office, with a desk and some miscellaneous items still found there. Only players with bad karma could have peacefully accessed this area. A couple of cut image notes can be found in the game files, most of them originally intended for the Wasteland Survival Guide quest, given to you by Moira Brown. During the first chapter of the quest, she would have given you an image note of a minefield playground, for the second chapter a Mirelurk spawning pod image, and for the third an image of Arlington Library. 2 other unused image notes exist depicting Megaton's atomic bomb and the Galaxy News radio building. There are 5 unused holotapes that were meant to be found in Vault 87, named Shelton Delacroix's logs. According to their files, they were connected to the Finding the Garden of Eden quest and the friendly super mutant Fox, trapped in the medical area of the vault. It seems that these holotapes would have revealed who Fox was before he was transformed into a mutant.
Is this thing on? Oh, yeah, it is. I see the little needle moving. I'm making these recordings as a diary of my life in one of Vault-Tech's newer vaults. They recommended we keep one, so I figured why not. But let me start at the beginning. My name is Shelton Delacroix, and I'm a security officer here in Vault 87. I'm assigned to the laboratory level, which sure beats babysitting the reactor room. Hopefully, in a few more months, I'll be allowed to learn a little more. It's also hush-hush, but that's the way things are around here. Anyway, I'm due on shift soon, so I'll record more later. Things are getting a bit weird up here on the laboratory level. I swear, I keep hearing these crazy noises coming from the experimentation chambers. When I asked about it, they told me it's the animals they're testing on. What the heck are they doing to them? I think I may look into it some more. It gets boring standing in the hallways and pacing back and forth. I don't know where to begin. I have to report what I've seen. There has to be a record of this somewhere. Sykes and Kostler dragged some unconscious guy from the dorms into the labs. I tried to ask what was going on, but they just glared at me. After they came back out of the containment area, they told me not to tell anyone what I saw, or I'd regret it. Sykes was even patting his 10mm when he said that. I think they were threatening to kill me. After they left, I snuck into the containment room and I almost threw up. I don't even know how to describe it. It looked sort of human, but it was deformed. I could see some of its organs on the surface of its body like they were trying to push through. Its skin was disgusting. Green and brown and bruised like it was bleeding on the inside. And the smell, it was horrible. I staggered out of there and came here to get this all down. What the hell are they doing in this place? Oh my God. It's all making sense. The missing people and those things. I'm in hiding now. I'm recording this on the reactor level. They found one of the older recordings, and now they want me in the labs. Luckily, I had a friend in the security team, and they told me to run. So, here I am. What the hell am I supposed to do now? America and his team are obviously experimenting on people. Someone's got to put a stop to it. But how? There's nowhere to go and no one to tell. What am I gonna... Oh my God. They're coming. Tell my wife in Dorm E that I love her.
Stupid machine! How you work this thing? This thing is stupid! Smash it!
Vault 87 was also planned to have an Overseer's office, with an escape tunnel and an Overseer's terminal, with multiple cut entries that we never get to see in the final game, like one describing the aftermath of a nuclear warhead striking the entrance of the vault. Mission suspended. I'm quite sad to report that due to a direct hit from what I presume to be a nuclear weapon on the entry area of Vault 87, we will be unable to provide the scouting reports as outlined in Vault-Tec's operation manual. The main door to Vault 87 is damaged beyond repair, and we are detecting extremely high levels of lethal radiation outside and in the entry tunnel. You could have also viewed Vault-Tec's instructions to the Overseer from none other than Stanislav Braun. If you are reading this, emergency vault interment procedures have been initiated, and you and your control group have been sealed into your vault. Congratulations! You are now a vital part of the most ambitious program ever undertaken by Vault-Tec. If you have not yet read your sealed orders, do so now. They will outline the experimental protocols assigned to your control group. Please remember that deviation from these protocols in any way will jeopardize the success of the program and may be considered grounds for termination by Vault-Tec Corporation as outlined in your employment agreement. Your vault may or may not have been selected to receive a GEC module. Please see attachment A for details. The attachment A reads, "Congratulations, Vault 87 has been chosen as one of the very few select vaults to receive a genuine GEC. The device was delivered before final sealing of the vault and installed into its secure pedestal by our special GEC scramble team. I'd like to extend my best wishes to you and all of your population. Your survival will ensure the continuation of the human race and to carry the Vault-Tec's name into the future. Dr. Stanislav Braun." There's an unused Outcast version of the Recon armor that would have been found on Brotherhood Outcast members, located at Fort Independence. The helmet would have given a +1 perception bonus, and the armor itself would have had the Outcast's black and red coloring. A cut version of Mr. Gutsy would have also been found there guarding the main gate with its unique Outcast texture. A cut paper note written by Winthrop, Underworld's head technician, was intended to be found somewhere in the area. In it, Winthrop is scolding the other residents and asking for donations of stimpaks and rataways to trade for spare parts for their ventilation system. It reads, "Alright, listen up. This is the last time I'm going to say it. We might be immune to radiation, but we still gotta breathe. So whoever's been taking the spare parts from the supply closet better stop, right quick. If I don't have parts, I can't keep the air circulating. Got it? We're out of parts, so I need everyone to bring me any of those stimpaks or rataway things that you find. I'm gonna see if I can't trade them to some smoothskin for some parts. And if those go missing, you zombies are on your own. Winthrop."